The beginning of this week is going to start with some kind of disagreement you are going to have with somebody, my gorgeous Erini. You really are desperately going to try to prove your point to this person. Okay, and it is to do with you, like pretty much so, deciding to do something really important when it comes to your money and when it comes to your finances. It's to do with your financial situation, and you deciding to do something really important, like making some kind of like a rather significant change, and this other person is not going to be really pretty much able to understand what are you talking about and where are you coming from. And this is why there is going to be some kind of disagreement that you are indeed going to have with this particular person. I really think personally that you should ignore what this person is trying to tell you, because what you are initially going to decide to do, a certain step, a certain move, and it's to do with your finances, okay? It's to do with things financial. And whatever you're gonna, decide that you need to do in order to improve your financial situation, all I can say to you, you are not 100% spot on. You're actually 1000% spot on. Whatever you're going to decide to do here in order to improve your financial situation, it's going to be absolutely the right thing to do, because it is indeed going to improve your financial situation more than you can possibly imagine. So that's why I need to stress that you need to ignore what this person is going to try to tell you, because you are right and that particular person is going to be wrong. So my advice is to just go on and make that move. My advice is to go on and make that step, do what you realized you really need to do. And because, this in itself, it's not only going to improve your financial situation, my gorgeous Erini, in general, but there is something really brilliant going to come out of it, okay? Within the next few months, you see, within the next few months, you are gonna be able to do something for yourself you weren't able to do before because of this. So this is going to be more rewarding than you can possibly imagine. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so that's why I need you to ignore this person at all costs and carry on with what you realize that you need to do. Okay, and also at around the beginning of this week, you really are going to have this enlightening experience. And my gorgeous Erini, something is gonna happen, and it's gonna make you feel really good. It's gonna make you feel really pleasant. And whatever happens, it's going to remind you of your own spirituality. It's going to remind you how much you understand on a spiritual level. But so it's gonna be like a really beautiful and rather unique spiritual experience you're going to have. This in itself, it's kind of going to make you feel, like really good, to be quite honest with you. But you're also going to be reminded of your passion. You're going to be reminded through this particular spiritual experience you're going to have. You're going to be reminded of something that you're so passionate about. Okay? You really are going to be reminded of something really specific you're passionate about. And you felt like rather disconnected with this aspect of your life for a while. So now you're going to be reminded of this. And now you're going to feel it's time. It's time to take this on the next level. You really need to kind of incorporate this into your life right now, because by you doing this, you will be able to achieve your dreams, my gorgeous Erini. Okay, and it may not be like as obvious right now, but trust me, in due course it will be. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, there is something you're going to discover. You are going to discover something. Oh my God, you are going to make a major discovery. okay? And based on what you are going to discover, you will know that the new phase of your life is going to begin. Based on what you are going to discover, you're not only going to open your eyes in general when it comes to your future, things are about to start becoming very interesting for you, but based on what you are going to discover, you are going to realize sorry, my gorgeous Arini, based on what you are going to discover, this discovery you are going to make, you know, you will realize that you've got everything you need, you know, to carry on. Sorry, you you will realize that you've got everything you need, my gorgeous Erini, to actually do something about this contemplation, you know, something that you have been contemplating doing, something that you have been planning to do, you know, and but you just weren't sure whether you can do this or not. So based on what you are going to discover, this is why your eyes are going to open. You will know that the whole new phase of your life is about to begin, because now you're going to realize that you are ready. You are ready. You know, you've got everything you need, my gorgeous Erini, to come up with some kind of a plan now. And it's to do with something that you have been contemplating doing for the last 4 months, okay? It's to do with you contemplating doing something for the last 4 months, but you just weren't ready. You know, you didn't feel ready. And now, based on what you are going to discover, you're also going to find out that you are having this amazing opportunity to do something you wanted to do for a very long time. Do you understand? So based on what you're going to discover, you're not only gonna open your eyes. This is not only like about you realizing the new phase of my life, it's about to begin, but you will also know clearly that you are having this major opportunity now to do something, you know, and to come up with some kind of a plan how you're gonna do this, okay? Something you have been contemplating doing for the last 4 months. Now you will have an opportunity to do just that. This is to do with your my gorgeous Erini. This is to do again with your inspiration in life. This is to do with things that makes you feel happy. This is to do with things that makes you feel alive. This is to do with things that makes you feel optimistic, you know. This is to do with things that makes you feel good about yourself. And this is to do also with such an important aspect of your life which is about to take place, because, you know, with this opportunity is bringing you a whole new hope. You know, that's exactly how you're gonna feel. This opportunity is like a whole new hope when it comes to your future. So from this moment onwards, you know, a lot is going to naturally start picking up in your life, and you're gonna love it. You're gonna absolutely love this stage of your life, of your journey. By the time you get to the last part of this week, you are going to really kind of feel that you need to take a little break and recharge. That's how you're gonna feel, oh my God, I need to take a little break and I need to recharge my batteries. And however this is going to happen, maybe you're just suddenly going to feel really withdrawn, like a really tired, really drained. You know, I know that there is going to be this moment where you are going to feel like you need to sit down, you need to chill out a little bit, and this is going to be this moment I'm trying to describe. You're going to feel at some point at around the end of this week like you need to recharge your batteries. However this happens, there is an, you know, it doesn't matter. It's more about an insight, and that you are at that time you're going to have. As soon as you start chilling out and as soon as you start relaxing, you are also going to start this process where you're going to start like reconnecting with yourself, and you are going to remember now suddenly, boom, part of this insight is going to be, you will remember this experience that you've had not that long ago with this person, with this really wise person. You had this interesting and rather a meaningful experience, and it was involving this particular person who is really wise, who's quite spiritual, and this person likes both animals and nature as well. Somebody very smart, somebody very clever, you know, there's no doubt about it. And now you're gonna remember this experience that you had, you know, with this person not that long ago. Very interesting experience, very meaningful experience. And now you're suddenly going to realize, you know, for your emotional well-being, what you need to do in order to protect yourself and in order to set the boundaries in your life. But it's really to do with your emotional well-being. You know, this is so important, what you're going to realize here. You're going to realize what aspect of your life you need to walk away from immediately. And the sooner you do that, the happier you're going to be. It's something that's affecting you emotionally. And it's something that started to affect your relationship with people in general. So you don't want to be part of this for too long. So it's all going to boil down to this point where you're going to realize through all this, like exactly which aspect of your life has come to an end and which aspect of your life do you really need to walk away from, like ASAP. You will protect yourself immensely. You will protect your emotional well-being. And I'm telling you, this has been making you feel unhappy. It has been draining your energy in general, but it has also started to affect your relationship with people. As soon as you do this, you're going to be so much happier. You're going to find this so rewarding. You're going to find this so rewarding for the first time ever, you know, after a long time, for real, you know. You're going to feel how you are moving on with your life towards much peaceful place, you know. So this is why this is going to be so important. So now, my gorgeous Erini, I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards and I'm going to see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. Let's just see what's going to be a tarot card of the week, my gorgeous Erini. Okay, let's just see what's going to be a tarot card of the week. I just had like a real insight to pay attention to. Look what just turned around. Oh God. But I had an insight as well, like a slight insight, my gorgeous Erini, that you need to kind of avoid sugar as much as you can throughout this week. If you're avoiding sugar, that's absolutely brilliant, well done. But if you're not, then try to avoid sugar, not only this week but only in general, really. But now for this week, I just had this insight that you really need to avoid sugar at all costs and try to drink as much water as you possibly can. Okay, this is going to raise your energy levels and you are going to feel so much better. You're gonna feel so much sharper. So, you know, try to avoid sugar, try to avoid sugary drinks, and try to avoid things in general that are not good for you, but in particular, sugar is a big mama. We really need to avoid, every single one of us. And I know I'm on about it, but you know, this is something everybody needs to come to terms with. So now, my gorgeous Erini, there you go. This is your tarot card of the week. So you need to be really careful, okay? Something is gonna be offered to you at around this week, okay? And it's gonna seem too good to be true. So I really need you to be so smart. My God, something is going to be offered to you this week, my gorgeous Erini, and it's going to feel like it's too good to be true. You will know it, but sometimes, you know, these feelings, these emotions, you know, can be stronger than we are. And it really depends what exactly are we dealing with at that moment in time. You know, if we are dealing with something that's confusing us and it's affecting our emotions, then our natural process, the way we think, you know, it's gonna be affected. And we're just gonna subconsciously looking for the actual solution, you know, like some kind of a way out, and we are not even realizing that we are trying to cut the corners. And the only way to be able to reflect on this is just to keep on like 100% following your intuition throughout this week. So the bottom line is, I just need you to be smart. I need you to be clever. You know, there is something that you're so badly going to try to do, and there is something that you're so badly going to try to achieve, and something is going to be offered to you before the end of this week, and you will know something is not right with this. You will know it doesn't feel right. You know, sometimes we even know this and we still go for it. So that's why I need you to be strong, because I'm trying to warn you. Something is going to be offered to you before the end of this week, and it's going to seem like it's too good to be true. And I really need you to be on top of your toes when it comes to this and avoid this, whatever this is. Just remember to rather go a longer and safer way than try to take some kind of a shortcut that seems impossible to achieve anyway. You know, so you really, this is an important time to trust yourself and to trust your intuition, my gorgeous Erini, so you can protect yourself. Hello my gorgeous people, I've just launched my new t-shirt collection called As Above, So Within. This collection is all about connection with our signs, our inner truth, and the wisdom we already carry inside. Each t-shirt represents one of the 12 zodiac signs with beautifully illustrated designs on the front that capture the essence of your sign, and on the back the message that ties it all together. As above, so within. Because we don't have to look outside ourselves for answers. Everything we need is already within us. The stars simply remind us of what our spirit already knows. Each shirt is of course made from 100% quality cotton, soft and comfortable, perfect for your readings, meditation, or just everyday wear. They are designed with love, intention and attention to detail, so they feel as good as they look. I created this collection for all of you, my gorgeous people, who tune in each week, who listen to your intuition, and who walk this journey of growth and self-awareness. If you would like to support my channel and wear something that truly reflects your energy, you can find the link below. My gorgeous people, thank you so much for being here, for sharing your light, and for always trusting the wisdom within. As above, so within. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful.